You've probably heard this a lot lately. Juvenile crime is out of control. Kids are running wild with guns. We got to lock them up. Lawmakers, mostly the Republican side, but some conservative Dems and the governor at times, are saying we need to be tougher, lock up kids longer, throw the book at them, etc. Sounds good when you're on the campaign trail, right? But here's the reality, it's not going to fix anything because mostly what's happening is kids are getting stuck in a juvenile justice system with little or no resources to help them make better choices. The first thing to know is that judges and courts currently can order detention, therapy, counseling, job training, you name it. But as the team at Oregon Mountain News recently pointed out in a deep dive, here's the kicker. There's just not a lot of these things available right now. For example, there's almost no inpatient center treatment beds in the whole state. And if a kid's too young or has severe mental emotional health issues and can't stand trial, this is called competency. There's no specific programs to help them get better. So the case just sits there. In a lot of times, it's either jail or little to no resources. And that's not justice for our youth or anyone. That's a broken system. And we can say tough love all we want, but you can't just throw a kid in a cell and expect them to magically turn their life around. That's just not how it works. In fact, locking kids up without real help, like education, mental health, family support, just makes them more likely to come back through police courts and the system. That's not tough, that's lazy, and it's pretty expensive. So you might be thinking, okay, yeah, give me some solutions. Tell me what actually works. Let's talk about it. Investing early in schools, in counselors, in job programs keeps kids out of court in the first place. You know, that new paid internship program for high schoolers? Yeah, that's the kind of thing that changed lives, not more prison beds. As Phil Scherer, who's the editor at the Las Vegas Optic, pointed out, getting experience in the real world before having to actually deal with the stresses of the real world is one of the most important things any young person can do. Another example, diversion programs in Doñana County, which has been the scene of high profile cases lately, are working. Kids get counseling, they get community service, life skills, etc., and they stay out of the system and don't end up going down the road that leads to more serious crimes. That's the real tough love, holding kids accountable while giving them a chance to grow. So when some politicians say we need harsher penalties, what they're really saying is we don't want to fix the system, we just want to punish kids for being in it. And that's not justice, that's politics. So the next time you talk to a lawmaker or local elected official, tell them to fund more counselors, more diversion programs, more treatment beds. The real flex isn't more prisons, it's more support, more care, more investment in our kids because they're not criminals, they're our future. And we're not going to let anybody forget that.